Lupercalia.
Now listen, right? Valentine's Day is not what you think it is, you know. It come from the Roman holiday, the Lupercalia, right?
Lupercalia.
I'm explaining to you what they used to do. Jews coming. So what they used to do is have large gatherings of young people, right? Boys and girls. Put all the names into a basket. Then the men would come and pick names out of the basket and go and have relations. They would choose a name and then go step off into a groupie. I showed y'all what groupies really was, right? They come from the Greek god Eros, right?
Eros.
Which means like erotica.
Erotica.
They use a cupid, which is a baby with a love arrow. So basically, a high priest king that wasn't with the fuckery, his name was Priest Valentine.
Priest Valentine.
They killed him. Listen.
Listen.
He tried to put a stop to the madness because Rome was letting people marry they was letting men marry the young people, whoever it was.
Y'all
boy
hear
or
this
girl,
shit?
right? He tried to put a stop to it.
This part of their
His name was
culture.
Priest Valentine, right? He was a Christian priest, so then they just took his name
Where you think they get
and
romance
remixed
from?
it and killed him. But he wrote a letter to the people the day he died. Listen,
It's part of
he
their
went
culture.
against the state and he went against the whole Roman tradition at that time of what they was doing. He was like, nah, right? So they killed him that night, executed him, got him out of there. He wrote a letter though, it's coming. So he wrote a letter to the young people saying, dear young people, whatever, but he put, from your Valentine, right? He didn't put the S, but you know. From your Valentine.
This was his name.
And tried to let them know what was going on, what was bad about it, the direction, the way that the people was heading, and how they was confused and morally fucked up. Be careful while you out there celebrating Lupercalia.
Y'all celebrate Lupercalia.
In the name of the god Eros, which means erotica.
Erotica.
You know what I'm saying? And they used to add a blood ritual to it. You must know that. So, happy Valentine's Day.
Know what y'all celebrating, man? This shit goddamn y'all Harvard.
Do you know the real history of Valentine's Day?
Look, right in your face.
Started in Roman times as a pagan ritual to Lupercalia. I know this because my daughter did a report on it for school.
Put it right in the
Men
movie.
of the towns would strip naked and run down the streets,
Right in your
beating
face.
unmarried women or infertile women because they thought the beatings would somehow cure them or help find them a husband. Then they sacrificed a dog.
That's not true. It's to celebrate Saint Valentine, the patron saint of love.
She an NPC.
Saint Valentine?
That's not
The
true.
patron saint of epileptics, not mothers.
You're a liar.
Look at
You're
her.
a crazy bitch.
Better than a dead one. Let me in.
You can't argue with these bots and these NPCs. They're here to block out the truth. Knock that bitch out. Lupercalia, man, that's what y'all celebrating.
Do you guys even know exactly how Valentine's Day came about? Valentine's Day is not even Valentine's Day. It's a day called Lupercalia. In the Roman times, it was called Dies Februaris. At that time, the state did not want the soldiers to be married. They wanted them strong. They were putting and setting people up to go and have sex. So we're putting a bunch of ladies' names on buckets. The guy will pick out one or two. That'll be their playmates for the whole year. Oh, what? That's when Christianity was starting to rise up. Right. This is just word of mouth. That's just talking. A guy called Valentine. He was a priest. So what he used to do was marry young couples in secret. So when the state caught wind of that, they put him in jail. While he was in jail,
Y'all gotta hear it from more than one person.
the people that he married saying that I'm about to get executed. When he finished writing the letter, he wrote on your Saint Valentine. When they executed him, those people brought it to the Pope. The Pope around 496 AD, he was like, let's turn the day and make it a memorable day to Saint Valentine. If he got sick.
So y'all gotta hear it from more than one person, the truth, man. Y'all celebrating Lupercalia.
Do you believe in the Bible? Did you know we are not supposed to celebrate Valentine's Day? Did you know by celebrating Valentine's Day, you are breaking the first commandment in Exodus 20:3? Thou shalt have no other gods before me. And everyone that celebrates Valentine's Day, they're worshiping a Roman goddess by the name of Lupercilia that did many adult acts on that specific day. Did you know our Savior Jesus, if he was here, he would not stop at stores and stands like you see in this video and purchase chocolates, beers, or flowers or balloons for anyone? Because as a matter of fact, in Matthew 15:3, Jesus actually tells us to not break God's commandments by following men's tradition. Did you know if you have a pastor encouraging you to celebrate Valentine's Day, you should leave that church? Your pastor is supposed to encourage you to keep the Sabbath day holy and to follow God's commandments and to follow God's feast days, not men's tradition. And please don't use this day as a reason to celebrate your loved one, because you have every year to show your loved one that you love them instead of this day.
Y'all pay attention, man. Y'all celebrating